Imagine a world where getting better at something complex, like, say, golf, isn't just about hitting ball after ball. What if it was about super personalized insights driven by data? Like, what if your coach had this AI sidekick that really got your body, your swing, and knew exactly what you needed? Today, we're diving deep into that fascinating place where modern golf training meets cutting-edge AI. And our guide is Henrik Jentsch, a real innovator who's changing how people learn, starting on the golf course. Because you see, this isn't just theory for him. He's a former top-ranked tennis player who, well, after a bad injury, became a +2 handicap golfer that's under par in just 3.5 years. I mean, his journey alone is just amazing, right? Talk about adapting and learning fast. So our mission today is to pull out the key insights from his experience, how this personalized, data-first, AI-boosted approach can unlock potential and give you those aha moments quicker than you might think. Okay, let's unpack that journey. Henrik, Danish guy based in Germany, top 529 in tennis at 1920. Big talent, then bam, a skiing accident, knee ligament gone. Tennis career over. So he picks up golf, kind of thinking, this looks easy. Expert. How does someone go from that to pro golf so incredibly fast?
Well, that speed, it's definitely remarkable. And it comes down to a few things, I think. First, yeah, natural athleticism. He apparently looks good playing any sport almost instantly. But maybe more importantly, it's that tennis background. It gave him such a strong foundation.
Right. Not just physical, but mental, too.
Exactly. He wasn't just learning swings. He was applying a high-performance mindset he already had. I mean, +2 handicap in 3.5 years, then 6 years as a pro. That takes incredible discipline and a really unique way of learning.
And you see that unique approach right from the start. Picks up a club, plays a week later, shoots 17 over, which is pretty good, honestly.
Yeah, for the first time, that's impressive.
Then, get this, 8 or 9 months later, he's down to an 18 handicap. And it wasn't luck. A key thing was how he started. He deliberately limited himself. He only used irons.
Relying on that tennis short game feel, presumably?
Exactly. And he actually refused to touch a driver until he hit that 18 handicap. Apparently, he tried it once, shot a 102, and was like, nope, not ready.
Smart move, actually. Master the fundamentals first.
And the practice wasn't casual either. He's hitting plastic balls into a net in his apartment, like every day while watching TV. Plus, playing tournaments every single weekend, because back then that was the only way to get your handicap down. Real dedication for those first 3 years.
Yeah, borderline obsessive maybe, but clearly effective. And what's fascinating is what transferred directly from tennis. He talks a lot about touch, feel. But even more critical was the mental game.
Okay, like focus.
Focus, yeah. Having a solid pre-shot routine, strategic thinking, all that stuff is just baked in from high-level tennis. He actually argues golf is, in a way, easier than tennis.
Easier? How so?
Fewer types of shots, basically. He boils golf down to maybe 4 main swings: iron, driver, wedge, putting. Compare that to tennis with all the spins, topspin, slice, volley, serves, different court surfaces.
Right.
It's way more variable and complex moment to moment.
That makes sense. Leverage those mental strengths. He also mentioned something interesting about the social side, too. He loves golf because, unlike tennis, players with totally different handicaps can actually play together and enjoy it. A scratch player and a 20 handicap can have a decent game.
Right. The handicap system levels the playing field for a friendly match, which you just don't get in tennis if there's a big skill gap. It gets boring fast for the better player.
So, okay, his journey shows it's not about one perfect way, but finding your way. And that leads straight into the science of the swing, which is central to his coaching now, right? This idea, influenced by Mike Adams, that there's no single perfect swing.
Exactly. It's a total shift from the old way. For years, coaches tried to make everyone swing the same, like some ideal template. But Henrik realized, no, it's about your individual body, your biomechanics. That's why he measures stuff about 10 different things for every student. Arm length, how flexible you are turning, how high you can jump, all that.
Jump height. How does that factor in?
Oh, it's huge for power generation, especially for certain player types. We'll get to that. He uses these measurements to sort players into 3 main categories, these core types. And then the grip, the swing mechanics, everything is tailored to your type.
Okay, let's break those down. 3 core types.
Right. First, you've got the upper core player. Think maybe someone older, strong, but maybe not super flexible. They use mostly turn and jump for power. They rotate hard around their front leg like it's a front post turn.
Okay.
Bryson DeChambeau is a classic example. Massive power, and a lot of it comes from pushing down into the ground and using that force back up.
Fukushima reaction forces, like jumping.
Exactly. Think of Newton's third law, push down. The ground pushes back. They channel that vertical force into rotation and clubhead speed. It's explosive.
Got it. So upper core is front post, turn, and jump. What's next?
Next is the middle core player. Adam Scott is a good example here. These guys use all three power sources: shift, turn, and jump. They rotate more around a central axis, like a point between their feet.
More balanced, maybe?
In a way, yeah. But a key thing for them is what's called a closed hip shift as they start down. Their hips stay slightly angled away from the target for a split second longer. If they open too early, the club face opens up. Hello, slice.
Ah, okay. That prevents the slice.
Makes sense. Then finally, you have the lower core player, their rear post players. Their sequence is more like slide slightly away from the target, then turn, then shift weight aggressively back to the lead foot, and then they jump too, but maybe not quite as much as the upper core guys.
So it's a different sequence of movements leading to power.
Precisely. And this whole understanding of power coming from pushing into the ground, the vertical force, that's a really big deal in modern teaching. It kind of blows up some older theories like Jimmy Ballard's stuff from 40 years ago, which was mostly about just shifting weight side to side. This vertical component is key.
Wow. And this personalized approach filters down to even the basics, right? Like where you put the ball in your stance.
Absolutely. It's not one size fits all. An upper core player might play the ball further forward, a middle core player maybe more central, or just slightly forward. It all depends on matching the setup to how your body type generates speed and squares the club face. It's about finding your optimal impact position.
So this level of personalization is huge. How is he seeing this change coaching, especially with AI? He's been using AI heavily for, 4 or 5 years? Calls it his genius best friend, uses it all day.
Yeah, he's really all in.
Which is pretty advanced considering, I saw some stats, something like only 61% of Americans even know ChatGPT exists.
Yeah.
And daily use is tiny, like 7%.
Yeah.
Even among pros, it's not universal yet.
He's definitely ahead of the curve. And crucially, he's not just using AI, he's building his own specific tools, custom GPTs.
Okay, tell me more about that.
So he feeds these custom AIs massive amounts of golf knowledge. His main one, the eCode's 360 degrees powered by AI golf chat, has something like 2,000 hours of content packed into it. It acts like his super assistant. He can just ask it for drills, explanations, content for a specific student, and boom, it generates it.
That's incredible, like having a whole research team on call.
Pretty much. And he has specialized ones, too. Like, he built a mental training GPT. Amateurs get nervous on the first tee, right? Common problem. So this GPT gives specific advice, breathing, target-focused routines.
Standard advice, maybe?
Well, yes, but here's the key difference. It can generate a whole practice plan, say, for 14 days, structured to build that mental skill over time. It's not just a one-off tip you forget. It counters that problem with weekend clinics where you feel good for a day, then it all fades. This provides structure.
Okay, that structured follow-through is vital. And this is all leading up to his app, right? eCode 360, version 1.5, coming soon.
Yeah, launching in a few weeks, he said.
And the idea is you use your phone.
You take photos, videos. The app uses them to measure your body dimensions, how you turn, how you jump. Then you film, say, 5 or 10 swings.
And the AI chews on all that data.
Exactly. It analyzes your swing numbers, hip turn, shoulder turn, all the metrics, figures out the biggest thing holding you back, and then gives you personalized drills, videos, a whole plan.
So it's like a truly interactive AI coach in your pocket.
That's the goal. He calls it the first AI-driven interactive golf coach.
Why is that so revolutionary? I mean, there are analysis apps out there.
The depth of the AI, the integration, the personalization based on your specific body and your swing data matched to these core types. It's a different level. Think about AI in medicine. There are studies where AI diagnosing scans hits like 96-97% accuracy. The best human doctors might be around 75%.
Wow.
The AI is just, it's so much more intelligent at spotting patterns in complex data. And the scary, exciting part, it's only going to get smarter. Within a year, year and a half, these AIs will be self-learning, self-diagnosing. They'll even start asking their own questions to learn more.
Continuously improving itself.
Yeah. Henrik mentioned an executive coach whose AI, through constant research, literally became smarter than the coach himself on certain topics.
That's mind-bending. But for coaches like Henrik, it's also a massive time saver now, right? You mentioned lesson notes.
Huge. He said it used to take him 15, 20 minutes per lesson to write up detailed notes. Now the AI does it instantly.
That frees up so much time for actual coaching.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which brings up the big question, though.
Does the AI replace the human coach?
Right. And his answer, and I think it's the right one, is a clear no, but it totally changes the coach's role.
Yeah.
He argues golf pros have to embrace AI now. If they don't, they risk becoming, well, obsolete.
So adapt or get left behind.
Pretty much, because AI supercharges what a good coach can do. It lets them teach anyone, anywhere. Australia, California, Hawaii, doesn't matter. They get student data remotely, can give feedback, do virtual consults. The reach becomes global.
Okay, so the AI is the powerhouse diagnostic tool. It crunches the numbers. But the human coach, they become the interpreter, the guide.
Exactly. You get all this data, all these numbers. The pro helps you figure out, okay, what numbers actually matter for me right now? Which ones can we ignore for now? And how do we use the important ones to actually get better? They provide context and priority.
Right, cutting through the noise.
Think of it like going to the doctor. Maybe you check your symptoms on ChatGPT first, get some ideas. Then you go to the actual doctor with smarter questions. The doctor uses their expertise to confirm, deny, and give you the real plan.
Makes sense. Use the AI for a first pass, then bring that info to your pro for targeted help.
Yeah.
Maximize that lesson time.
Precisely.
And this data-driven thing, it must help with the classic old school versus numbers debate in golf, too.
Oh, for sure. Henrik uses numbers constantly. For his own teaching, is it working? But also to track students over time. Like, how was Peter's hip rotation 6 months ago compared to now? That objective data is powerful.
And probably more convincing for the student, too, right?
Definitely. If someone has, say, a fundamentally wrong grip, the AI can show them visually with numbers how that's forcing compensations later in the swing, leading to bad shots. It makes the cause and effect undeniable.
It makes the invisible visible. He also sounds pretty direct in his coaching style, like tough love.
Yeah, he's candid. He apparently won't keep teaching someone if they aren't really committed to improving or if they won't listen to the advice based on the data.
Even if it means losing a client.
Seems so. His focus is on creating success stories, get results with people who are bought in, and those results attract more serious students. Quality over quantity.
That takes confidence.
It does. And speaking of getting back into it, what about someone, say, who used to be really good, like a +2, but maybe they're older now, playing off a 10 handicap, and want to improve again? What's the priority?
Good question. New driver, swing tweaks.
Nope. According to Henrik, the absolute first priority isn't tech or mechanics, it's fitness.
Really? Fitness first.
Yeah, daily stretching, hitting the gym, building core strength, leg power, get the body working better first. He reckons that alone can add 30 meters to your drives. That's the engine. You need the engine running well before you start fine-tuning the mechanics.
Build the engine, then tune the car. Makes sense.
Wow.
Okay, so we've gone from this incredible personal story of adapting from one sport to another through the nitty-gritty of personalized swing biomechanics and into this future where AI is becoming this powerful co-pilot for coaches and students alike.
It's a fascinating evolution. And, one last little nugget. I was reminded of something Dr. Ravman, Usain Bolt's coach, used to say. He told young teachers, when you have a new idea, test it silently with your students for weeks. Get the data. See if it actually works. Only then, once it's proven, should you share it widely.
That's powerful. A real scientific approach to teaching fits perfectly with this data-driven method.
Exactly. It's about evidence, not just opinion.
So here's something to think about as we wrap up. Where else in your life, outside of golf, could this kind of personalized, data-driven, AI-assisted approach make a difference? Think about learning a language, getting fit, even solving problems at work. How could you maybe use these kinds of tools to speed up your own learning or mastery, even if maybe others around you are still a bit hesitant? It's definitely food for thought. And if you're interested in finding out more about Henrik's work or the eCoach 360 system, you can check out ecoach360.de, that's D-A-R-I-E or F-O.com. Also golf247.eu. And you can even email him directly, henrik.jentsch@t-online.de. We'll have those links in the description too.